Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Dengan nama Allah yang Maha Pengasih, Maha Penyayang.
فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ.
Maka apabila engkau Muhammad hendak membaca Al-Quran, mohonlah perlindungan kepada Allah dari setan yang terkutuk.
You know, this secret gives you everything you want. Happiness, health, and wealth.
You can have, do, or be anything you want.
We can have whatever it is that we choose. I don't care how big it is.
What kind of a house do you want to live in?
Do you want to be a millionaire?
What kind of a business do you want to have?
Do you want more success?
What do you really want?
I've seen many miracles take place in people's lives. Financial miracles, miracles of physical healing, mental healing, healing in relationships.
All of this happened because of knowing how to apply the secret.
This is the great secret of life.
You've probably been sitting there wondering, what is the secret? I'll tell you how I have come to understand it. We all work with one infinite power. We all guide ourselves by exactly the same laws. I don't care if you're in India, if you're in Australia, New Zealand, Stockholm, or London, or Toronto, or Montreal, or New York. We're all working with one power, one law. It's attraction. The secret is the law of attraction. Everything that's coming into your life, you are attracting into your life. And it's attracted to you by virtue of the images you're holding in your mind. It's what you're thinking. You see, whatever is going on in your mind, you are attracting to you. Now, wise people have always known that. You can go right back to the ancient Babylonians. They've always known this. It's a small, select group of people. Why do you think that 1% of the population earns around 96% of all the money that's being earned? Do you think that's an accident? It's no accident. It's designed that way. They understand something. They understand the secret. And you are being introduced to the secret.
The simplest way for me to look at the law of attraction is if I think of myself as a magnet, and I know that a magnet will attract to it.
And it consists of just 4 neodymium discs, which are very strong magnets. And then curiously here we have a ring containing 6 very small neodymium magnets. And now to make the effect, we simply have to join these pieces together. Thus, that's quite strong now. And this one here, oh, that's a strong one. To show how strong they are, we'll just bring it together and see what happens. It's going to push it away from quite a distance. Anyway, we want it to be attracting, so I'm going to put it in that mode there when it's going to come towards it, and we'll keep it away. Now the ring here, we're going to get this into repulsion mode to try and get it to push away. Oh, it's attracting. So I'll turn it over, and now it should repel. Yes, it's repelling. And now the clever part is when we put these 2 pieces together as an assembly, we've now got a single magnetic system in which we have one that's going to be attracted to this, and a little set of ring of 6 which are being repelled by this outside magnet. What's going to happen? When I bring this towards it, it's being attracted to the middle one, but it's being repelled by the little satellite ones on the outside. What could happen? Oh, it was attracted and it stopped. It's being repelled. There's about an 1/8 or 1/4 inch air gap there now where it can't get any closer, but not further away either. That's absolutely amazing. If I turn this one Well, nothing much there. If I turn the big one, though, the ring, let's see what happens. It turns around with it, still maintaining that air gap of about 1/8 to 1/4 inch all the way around. It refuses to get any closer, and yet it won't go any further away either. It's a kind of equilibrium. It's stuck there, like an invisible arm joining the two together. It's called an inverter by the inventor, and it reminds him, I suppose, of the tractor beam in Star Trek. Invisible, but anyway, to me it's magic. It's a physics I don't understand, but it's wonderful.
الله خالق كل شيء وهو على كل شيء وكيل.
Allah pencipta segala sesuatu, dan Dia Maha Pemelihara atas segala sesuatu.
Rabbis samawati wal ardi wa ma bainahuma in kuntum muqinin.
Tuhan yang memelihara langit dan bumi, dan apa yang ada di antara keduanya, jika kamu orang-orang yang meyakini.
وَهُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ وَالشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ كُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ.
Dan Dialah yang telah menciptakan malam dan siang, matahari dan bulan, masing-masing beredar pada garis edarnya.
وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي لِمُسْتَقَرٍّ لَهَا ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم.
Dan matahari berjalan di tempat peredarannya. Demikianlah ketetapan Allah yang Maha Perkasa, Maha Mengetahui.
Very basically put, the law of attraction says that like attracts like. But we're really talking at a level of thought.
Our job as humans is to hold on to the thoughts of what we want, make it absolute clear in our minds what we want, and from that we start to invoke one of the greatest laws in the universe, and that's the law of attraction. You become what you think about most, but you also attract what you think about most.
If you see it in here, you're going to hold it here.
And that principle can be summed up in 3 simple words. Thoughts become things.
When we look around us, even at our own bodies, what we see is the tip of the iceberg.
Think of this for a moment. Take your hand and look at it. Now, your hand looks solid, but it's really not. If you put it under a proper microscope, you'd see a mass of energy vibrating.
Everything is made up of the exact same thing, whether it's your hand, whether it's the ocean, or whether it's a star.
Everything is energy. And let me help you understand that just a little bit. There's the universe, of course, and our galaxy, and our planet, and then individuals, and then inside of this body are organ systems, and then there's cells, and then there's molecules, and then there's atoms, and then there is energy. So there are a lot of levels to talk about something on, but everything in the universe is energy.
I don't care what city you're living in, you've got enough power in your body, potential power, to illuminate the whole city for nearly a week.
Most people define themselves by this finite body. But you're not a finite body. I mean, even under a microscope, you're an energy field. Well, what we know about energy is this. You go to a quantum physicist and you say, what creates the world? And he or she will say, energy. Well, describe energy. Okay, it can never be created or destroyed. It's always was, always has been. Everything that ever existed always exists. It's moving into form, through form, and out of form. Okay, great. You go to a theologian and you ask the question, what created the universe? And he or she will say, God. Okay, describe God. Always was and always has been, never can be created or destroyed, all that ever was, always will be, always moving into form, through form, and out of form. You see, it's the same description, just different terminology. And so if you think you're this meat suit running around, think again. You're a spiritual being. You're an energy field operating in a larger energy field.
وَلِلَّهِ يَسْجُدُ مَن فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ طَوْعًا وَكَرْهًا وَظِلَالُهُم بِالْغُدُوِّ وَالْآصَالِ.
Dan semua sujud kepada Allah, baik yang di langit maupun yang di bumi, baik dengan kemauan sendiri maupun terpaksa, dan sujud pula bayang-bayang mereka pada waktu pagi dan petang hari.
Connected. We just don't see it. There isn't an out there and an in here. Everything in the universe is connected. It's just one energy field.
You are extensions of source energy, and you are here in these magnificent bodies, but your bodies have distracted you, for the most part, from who you really are. You are source energy. You are eternal beings. You are God force. You are that which you call God.
Scripturally, we could say that we are the image and the likeness of God. We could say we are another way that the universe is becoming conscious of itself. We could say that we are the infinite field of unfolding possibility. All of that would be true.
Every great tradition has told you that you were created in the image and the likeness of the creative source. That means that you have God potential and power to create your world, and you are. You are. And maybe you've created things to this point that are wonderful and worthy of you, and maybe you haven't. The question I'd ask you to consider is, do the results you have in your life, are they what you really want? And are they worthy of you? If they're not worthy of you, then when would now be the right time to change those? Because you have the power to do that.
ثم سواه ونفخ فيه من روحه وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة قليلا ما تشكرون.
Kemudian dia menyempurnakannya dan meniupkan ruh ciptaannya ke dalam tubuhnya. Dan dia menjadikan pendengaran, penglihatan, dan hati bagimu. Tetapi sedikit sekali kamu bersyukur.
وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ.
Dan sungguh, kami telah menciptakan manusia dan mengetahui apa yang dibisikkan oleh hatinya, dan kami lebih dekat kepadanya daripada urat lehernya.
The beautiful thing about the law of attraction is that you can begin where you are, and you can begin to think, real thinking, and you can begin to generate within yourself a feeling tone of harmony and happiness. The law will begin to respond to that.
So now you start to have different beliefs, like there is more than enough in the universe. Or you have the belief that everything goes right for me. Or you have the belief that I'm not getting older, I'm getting younger. We can create it the way we want it by using the law of attraction.
And you can break yourself free from your hereditary patterns, cultural codes, social beliefs, and prove once and for all that the power within you is greater than the power that's in the world.
Some of you may be thinking, well, that's very nice, but I can't do that, or she won't let me do that, or he'll never let me do that, or I haven't got enough money to do that, or I'm not strong enough to do that, or I'm not rich enough to do that, I'm not. Every single I'm not is a creation. Whether you can or you can't, you are right.
Are there any limits to this? Absolutely not. We are unlimited beings. We have no ceiling. The capabilities and the talents and the gifts and the power that is within every single individual on this planet is unlimited.